Sagittarius, May 2025. Astonishing revelation, opportunity, and reconciliation. Sagittarius. There is something deeply unusual happening this month. Do you feel old memories suddenly returning? People who once hurt you, reappearing in your mind. As if the universe is gently urging you to heal something that was never truly closed? But behind those emotional tremors, there is something profoundly important approaching. A door that only opens for those ready to forgive. And if you are brave enough to walk through it, you will not only find peace, but uncover an opportunity to transform your destiny. Something your soul has been waiting for a very long time. If your heart is quietly nodding in resonance, leave a comment below as a declaration. I, Sagittarius, choose to trust in divine protection. And if you truly believe in that protection, hit like as a sign of your trust. And share this video to spread the light to other souls. Those who, just like you, may need a gentle reminder today. There are moments in life when we stop chasing answers. We simply need a sign. A whisper from the unseen, telling us, you are not walking alone. And Sagittarius, this May is one of those sacred moments. You are stepping into a realm of light, where truth doesn't come from noise, but from the deep stillness inside your soul. Revelation is not a mystical dream, or a vision that appears out of nowhere. It is a clear, undeniable feeling that says, I am awakening, and something is calling me into the light. For you, Sagittarius, the seeker of freedom and truth, a revelation never comes as a lesson. It comes as a remembrance. A soft bell ringing in your chest, lifting your head in the middle of your weariness. And you don't even know why the tears are falling. In May 2025, your ruling planet Jupiter forms a blessed trine with Neptune in Pisces. A sacred alignment that opens a gateway to higher spiritual connection and healing dreams. At the same time, Mercury, though in retrograde, moves through your 12th house, activating your spiritual subconscious. Your intuition becomes unexpectedly deep. You may begin to remember old dreams, unfinished conversations, emotions you thought had faded, rising again like waves returning to the shore. I believe that within each of us is a sacred archive, a place that stores the light fragments we've carried across lifetimes. And sometimes, what exhausts us is not the world outside, but the light within us that hasn't yet been called by name. Sagittarius, when you live outside your higher ideals, you don't just feel sad. You feel lost, adrift in your own life. Revelation is not here to add more knowledge, but to bring you back to what you once knew. To remember that you used to believe in the best of things, that you once prayed, not to ask, but to be heard. To remember that the light isn't out there somewhere. It's right inside your heart, waiting to be relit. If someone once made you question the value of kindness, let the universe prove this month that sincerity is never weakness. It is the deepest form of courage, one that only hearts who've been broken and still choose love can ever carry. If you've ever cried quietly when no one saw, if you've ever said, I'm fine, while bleeding inside, please know this: heaven saw it all. Not a single tear of yours went unnoticed. And the greatest revelation of this month doesn't come from the skies above. It comes from within you. From the simple fact that you're still here, still listening, and still brave enough to hope one more time. If something in what you hear today stirs even the slightest beat in your chest, write in the comments below. I, Sagittarius, choose to open my heart to the sacred truth meant for me. This isn't just a sentence. It's an invitation you send out to the universe. And a light you pass to others who are healing just like you. And if you truly feel this message resonates, please don't keep it to yourself. Like this video as a sign that you're still present. And share it like a small torch of light, passed on to someone out there who might also need a quiet reminder that they're not alone. Revelation is light. But light only becomes meaningful when it shines onto a door. And Sagittarius, this month, there is a door opening. Not for everyone. Only for those who are ready. And in the next part, I'll speak with you about this extraordinary opportunity. A turning point where your destiny may shift completely. If you dare to walk through. Do you feel it? A quiet shift. Subtle, yet impossible to ignore. Weaving its way through these early days of May. No one's named it. There are no signs pointing the way. And yet, deep within, you know. It's not random. It's a signal. And if you're here, listening to these words, then please understand. This is not an opportunity for everyone. It only opens for those quiet enough to feel it. And brave enough to step forward. And I believe you are one of them. In May 2025, Sagittarius is no longer the seeker of light. You are the one being chosen by it. A door is beginning to open. But it's not loud. It doesn't glitter. It makes no noise at all. It only reveals itself when you turn inward and realize that what you've been searching for all along has never left you. Maybe you felt confused, caught in the middle of choices, with no clear right or wrong. Maybe you've just lost something, or someone, and part of you thinks you've failed. But sometimes, loss is the universe's softest way of bringing you back to the right path. And this time, the opportunity before you is a turning point hidden in that silence. Venus is now shining through Leo, forming a gentle trine with Sagittarius, giving you strength to be honest with yourself, your creativity, your inner voice, your long silenced dreams. They're rising to the surface. This isn't the time to please anyone else. It's time to stand tall and say, this is the path I choose. And when you do, you'll witness something magical. Because life moves differently when you start living in truth. Saturn in Pisces is quietly asking you, are you ready to grow into the life your soul has chosen? Not the one society expects. Not the perfect image. But the most honest, whole, and proud version of who you really are. You may feel more sensitive than usual. You may cry more often. But don't be afraid. Those tears are how your body makes room for what's next. And if you're feeling a quiet pull from within, something gentle but impossible to shake, trust it. That might be the clearest message you've ever received. I used to believe that opportunity was something I had to chase. But life has taught me this. The ones that truly matter arrive like a breeze, and only hearts open enough can feel them. Sagittarius, you are one of those hearts. Don't doubt that. Not everyone will understand your choices. But you weren't born to live inside their expectations. You were born to blaze new trails. This month, you may be given the chance to begin again. It could be a new job, a meaningful connection, Or something even quieter. A spiritual awakening. You can't explain with words. And if something inside you is softly nodding, if this feels like it's speaking directly to you, leave a comment below and write, "I am ready to open my heart to the door of destiny made just for me." Because sometimes, just writing those words is enough to change everything. That sentence isn't just a line. It's a sacred agreement between you and the universe. A way of saying, "I am ready now. Even if I'm afraid, I still choose to move forward." And if this message is touching you, if someone you love comes to mind, someone who needs to hear this too, like this video as your own quiet affirmation, and share it as a way to light the path for someone else. None of us are truly alone, and light spreads most when we dare to carry it, not just for ourselves, but for others too. Maybe you're still uncertain. Maybe you're asking, "Am I really strong enough? Can I do this?" But Sagittarius, you've forgotten something. You don't need anyone else to tell you that you're worthy. Your very existence is the affirmation. You were born to push past boundaries, to carry light into places no one else has dared to reach. Don't wait for a miracle. Be the miracle. You are standing at a choice to move forward or turn back, to trust what you feel or keep listening to fear. But remember, the door is open, and it won't stay open forever. If you're still hesitating, I invite you to take a deep breath and ask yourself, what would happen if I chose what I know is right, even without seeing the whole path ahead? Because the difference isn't what you know, it's what you choose to believe. And belief is where every great journey begins. The revelation has lit the flame, and now the door stands before you. But to walk through it, you'll have to do the hardest thing of all. Forgive. Not just others, but yourself. Because there are wounds that can never be erased, only witnessed, only accepted, and finally set free. And that is where we're going next. The next chapter isn't about what you'll gain. It's about what, within you, is finally ready to heal. So don't walk away just yet. Because what's coming next might be the part your soul has been waiting for its entire life. Have you ever realized that you've been living inside a memory you thought you had left behind? A relationship that ended, a sentence spoken years ago, an afternoon when you told yourself, "I'm fine." But inside, your heart was still screaming. This May, Sagittarius, you are not being called to act in haste. You don't need to sketch out a new plan or conquer some new height. What you are being asked to do is to turn inward, toward the part of your soul that is still waiting to be healed. There are wounds that don't scream. They don't hurt loudly. They just make you hesitate. Every time love comes close, they make you tense up. In new relationships, afraid to be abandoned again, they make you push away opportunities that feel too good to be true. Because somewhere inside, you still haven't forgiven yourself for trusting the wrong person. And the truth is, no one can truly walk into their future until they've made peace with their past. Reconciliation does not mean forgetting. It means looking back and saying, I lived that moment with all of my heart. Even if the other person never apologized. Even if you never got the closure. Even if what was lost can't be recovered. Chiron. The wounded healer. The celestial keeper of pain turned to light. Is now shining on your fourth house. The house of memories and roots. This may make you feel more tender than usual. More emotionally open. But that is not weakness. It is your soul opening up. To receive real healing. Maybe early this month. You'll dream of someone from the past. Maybe a message or phone call. From someone you long gave up on. Will suddenly arrive. Or maybe. You'll sit in silence at the end of a long day. And suddenly remember. A goodbye. An old gaze. A moment that once made you feel like you weren't enough. The memories may return. Like a slow-motion film. But this time, Sagittarius. You are not the one left behind in the story. You are the director now. You get to decide how this story ends. One of the hardest things on any spiritual path is not starting over. It's forgiving. Without ever hearing, "I'm sorry." Forgiving to free yourself. Forgiving so you don't have to keep walking with a weight on your back you forgot you were carrying. And the beauty is, when you forgive, not just others, but also yourself, you hand your power back to your future. I know you're someone who always looks forward. But maybe this month, you need to pause. Not to step back, but to retrieve the final piece of your healing that you left behind. The question isn't, who hurt you? The real question is, are you still letting that wound decide how you love, how you trust, how you live? If the answer is yes, then maybe, just maybe, this is the moment you get to change it. You don't have to change the whole world. Just speak to yourself with a little more gentleness. Stop blaming yourself for believing in someone who couldn't meet you where you stood. And accept that even with the pain, you are still worthy of love. And if these words are resonating in some quiet corner of your soul, leave a comment below as a declaration. I choose to heal my past so I can return freedom to my future. You may never know just how much energy is released inside you by writing that one sentence. Because sometimes a single small action can open up an entirely new flow of life. If this speaks to your heart, like the video as a soft affirmation to yourself. I'm ready now. And share this message as a beam of light for someone else. Someone you may never have expected, but who needs this gentle reminder more than ever. Now that you know what needs to be healed, the next question is, what kind of future do you want to create? The future isn't decided by what you have. It's shaped by what you believe in. If you believe you're meant to repeat old pain, you'll end up right back in the same cycle. But if you believe you can break the pattern, rewrite your destiny, and step off the old path into a new story, then your future begins right here. Sagittarius has always been the sign of expansion, of faith, of rising beyond hardship. And this May, your calling isn't somewhere far away. It's right here. To heal yourself, so that others may find their own light. through you. Your power isn't that you've never been hurt. Your power is that you've been broken, and still, you choose to love life again. Let May be the month of deep transformation. Let the past finally rest and rise with a heart that is soft, but no longer afraid. And if you're still listening now, then I believe you are one of the rare few who are truly ready. Leave a comment. I, Sagittarius, choose to walk into my future with a heart that is healed. That sentence is not just a string of words. It is a sacred agreement with your soul. A light you've lit for yourself in the darkest room. And maybe, just maybe, that very light will become the lighthouse for someone else wandering the way you once were. And if you've stayed with me until this very last moment, I just want to say something simple and deeply important. You've done beautifully. The fact that you showed up, that you let your heart open, that you stayed and listened, is the clearest sign you are on the right path. So stay gentle. Forgive without rushing. Heal without forcing. Love without needing anything in return. If something in this message reached your heart, leave a comment. I choose to live with a heart that is healed. Because those words aren't just a confirmation. They are a signal you send back to the universe, saying, I am ready. And if you believe this light might warm another soul, like and share this video as a small offering from your heart to those who may also be waiting for a soft reminder, just like this one. Thank you for staying. You are the light this world needs. And if you'd like to continue this journey with me, don't forget to hit subscribe so we can meet again in another moment when your heart softly whispers once more, I'm ready.